I am here with our new head women's volleyball coach, Lily Hallock. We're going to talk with her a little bit about joining the Bearcat staff and taking over the program in kind of these tumultuous times. So why don't you first, Lily, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from and kind of what brought you to Willamette?
Yeah, thanks, Chris. I live in Eugene, Oregon, which is where I was born and raised. I attended South Eugene High School and then went and played at the University of California, Santa Cruz. And since graduating college, I've really committed my career to coaching Division III volleyball. So I then was the assistant coach at UC Santa Cruz. I got my master's at Smith College, which is in Massachusetts, and I was a graduate assistant coach for the 2 years that I was there. And then I moved to La Crosse, Wisconsin, and coached there at the University of Wisconsin La Crosse. I was the head coach for 5 seasons. And following my 5th season, I gave birth to my daughter, and we decided, my husband and I, to move back to Eugene to be close to family. So I've been living in Eugene for the past almost 3 years, and I've been coaching club volleyball and teaching fitness classes and working as an observer for the Pac-12. So I attend Pac-12 matches and observe the officials and help give feedback on them. And when we moved back to Eugene, it was with the knowledge that I wanted to return to coaching Division III volleyball. We just decided to take a break so I could spend some more time with my daughter when she was little. So I was thrilled when the position opened up at Willamette. It just seemed like the perfect fit. I love working with athletes that are motivated, not just in terms of volleyball, but also academically. And I think that's definitely true of the student athletes at Willamette. And it's wonderful that I can do a job that I love and be close to my family. There's so many college coaches move across the country for their job, as I have a couple times. And so it's also wonderful to get to be close to my family while working at a wonderful institution like Willamette.
So what was your first impression when you stepped onto campus?
I would say my impression was more about a feeling versus what I saw. It was clear that people at Willamette are so supportive, and that was true of students and staff and faculty that I interacted with. Everyone is there to help make the campus better and help support the students. And through every interaction that I had during the interview process, that really shone through. And that's just such a wonderful thing to be a part of.
So obviously, we're doing this remotely. You're in your home, and I'm in mine, and everyone watching is probably in their homes too. So, what's it like to start a new job when you can't even come to campus and you can't see people face to face, and you're kind of on an island?
Yeah, it's very odd times for everyone right now, but I will say it is particularly interesting to starting a new job. Luckily, there is technology, so you're at your house, I'm at my house, and we're able to do this interview. And similarly, I've already had the chance to talk with all the athletes on the team. So I've already done video meetings with each of them individually to start to get to know them. It's been really interesting to see and hear where they are all at. They're spread across the country and around the world. There is one volleyball athlete that's studying abroad. Most of them are at home. A few are still in Salem. So it's been yes, just so interesting to get each of their perspectives and kind of hear what their daily life is like right now, and where they're finding joy and where struggles are coming from. So I'm looking forward to hopefully having a video meeting with all of them at the same time, so we can all see each other's faces and hear each other's voices. I would say the biggest struggle for me would be one, recruiting. Typically right now I would be going out to club volleyball tournaments and watching athletes play, and of course none of those tournaments are taking place. So I just am having to be creative in how I find recruits and evaluate them at this point. And then the other thing is, if I was in the office, I'd be walking up and down the hall, meeting my coworkers, and getting their input on how things work and how to navigate the different systems of the university. So I have some calls scheduled with fellow Willamette coaches, and I hope to kind of touch base with all of them in the near future so that they can help give me advice on how I can contribute to the program.
And so you touched a little bit on how you've kind of been communicating a little with your team. Where's their mindset at? How are they doing? Are they making through this okay?
Yeah, I think they're doing well. A lot of them are looking forward to classes starting back up today. Last week was spring break, and a lot of them I spoke with over the weekend, and they seemed kind of lonely and bored. So they were really looking forward to getting back into classes to give some structure to their lives. A lot of them are concerned about how they're going to stay focused in terms of studying. They are used to being able to go to the library or meet with other people from their classes to study. So there's a lot of little struggles like that going on. And so I'm trying to come up with ways to maybe help them out through that. I was thinking about maybe having a few of them pair up for study sessions, helping them kind of organize that. But it's a hard time to be a student and studying from a distance. So I'm just hoping that I can support them as best possible.
So hopefully everything gets back to normal at some point. You mentioned at the beginning that you were a Pac-10 officials observer. How does that help you as a coach? You've spent all this time now observing officials, and I've never known a coach who wasn't upset at an official at one point or another. How does that help you when you're approaching coaching your athletes and dealing with officials at your games?
Yeah, kind of my favorite joke when I was working as an observer was, this is amazing. I get paid to watch volleyball, then I tell the refs what I think, and I can't get a red card. So I think it's given me more insight into the training that they go through. I already knew the rules well, but now I am, I understand the rules even better. So I feel like if I do speak up my mind in terms of something I don't agree with, I kind of have a better knowledge base to kind of be sure about, no, that's not how this operates. But overall, I think the biggest thing is it will actually make me more patient with officials because it has given me more insight into how challenging their job is. And I had an interesting perspective when it came to observing because most of the observers came out of officiating, and I was one of the few that had come from the coaching background. And so I kind of felt like I was like crossing over the side or something. But it really has given me a better perspective on the training that they go through and really how difficult their job is. And so I think overall it will make me more patient with the officials. And I have never received a red card as a coach. So hopefully I can keep that going.
Well, good. Well, it was great to catch up with you, and I hope all of our viewers come to some matches this fall. So thank you for joining us.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Go Bearcats.